Tim and Amanda over at Expressions. Can't believe it, Studios, man. I'm so excited this morning. Amanda, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm super excited.
I know. Love your hat.
Thanks.
Oh,
My family member brought these over so we could all celebrate Thanksgiving together, and I thought, why not use them?
Why not? Hey, let's put on the show. But well, 2 hours, and you're gonna have a start to finish show. I'm really excited. I did all the props last night along with Max's help, and did some gluing. We even did some trucks last night. You can see the trucks there. Mandy, you've been out hiking for the holiday then?
I have. We went to the Wind Cave.
Oh.
It was beautiful.
Where's that at?
I don't know.
Somewhere
I don't
in Arizona.
remember. Somewhere in Arizona.
Hey, you just sat in the back seat, right?
Passenger seat.
Passenger seat, okay. Well, here we are. Again, I have no script here. It's live broadcast, live Facebook feed and everything. We got a little notation here. I can barely read it. I know Amanda can't read my writing, but we're going to start off with the cardstock vase. This creation, handcrafted creation, is 99.9% cardstock. I can't say 100% because there's some metal. You know, that's not handmade. It's manufacturer made, but so I got to use that 99.9%. So what we're going to do, Amanda's got we're going to call him Mr. Demo. I always call these guys Mr. Demo. That's what the vase is going to kind of start out with. And I actually have the vase, which I'm kind of going to show right now. This is what the creation is going to go in. But man, if you can just show the people out there while you're doing that, I'm going to get the foam ready to put.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And get the foam in. Might want to explain the glue and
okay.
What you're going to do.
So this is going to be your base. And what you're going to do, there's folds, so you're going to glue this and you're going to wrap it and attach it.
Now keep in mind, live TV, give us a break. I think I threw away about 3 or 4 of these in the garbage because it takes some time. And what we're going to do is, you know, you'll probably run into the same thing as you're training your kids, you're training yourself, or what have you. You will make mistakes. You're allowed to make mistakes, and just kind of bear with it. It does take some time. I've been doing this, I think, 18 months now, and I'm still making mistakes. And Amanda, you've been crafting for how long?
Oh, a long, long time. I couldn't even put a year on it.
Yeah. As Amanda's doing that, as you can see, I'm putting the foam in, and I'm using just good old dry foam for the flowers and stuff to go in there, the greenery and stuff. But you'll see me kind of use some hot glue real quick and get that going. How you doing over there, Amanda?
I'm doing just dandy, Tim. Just gluing away here.
Yeah. I just say we're going to have a lot of shows coming on next year. Amanda and I are going to be really busy along with Chris on the show. And we're just going to be plugging away. And hopefully we'll have a schedule probably 2-3 weeks out at a time. I mean, that's our main focus. Amanda's got a great blogging site. You want to mention a little about as you're crafting?
Yeah, so I have a blogging site. I'm pretty new, so just bear with me. I do one article a week, and it's amandascraftcorner.com. So check it out. I have tutorials on paintbrushes and how to make glitter ornaments.
Hey, can we get rid of these hats?
I think we can.
Thanks for the family member. I mean, I really do appreciate it. They look great, but I'm looking at the TV.
We want to let you guys know, we hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Yep. Lots of food. I mean, my son, and I'm sure you've seen the video that night.
I did.
I tell you, my son and granddaughter were over that night, along with Brandy, his fiance, and man, that whole night was tear-jerking. And we had a great time. It's just, and again, that's some of the training. Again, I want to keep hitting that hammer on the nail. Is you're going to see guys, myself, and training guys on how to craft. And I guess that's the girls are going to take on the girls, and the guys are. Maybe we'll have a competition.
Ooh,
Huh?
that
Think
would
about
be
that.
fun.
I'll get a football player. Maybe you get someone, some nice looking lady come in, and hey, let's have a crafting contest. We can build the best item, and we'll have the audience vote. Huh?
That would be great.
So as you can see, what I'm doing is I got to make this cardstock pretty tight, and what I'm doing is kind of putting in the little wedges of foam in here to where it'll stay nice and tight and nice and round. And I'm just going around and just stuffing some real lightly. And again, I want to keep it round, as you can see. I want to put a little piece in here. Looks like this is going to make it a little more rounder in here. Kind of take this piece up a little. Grab this piece. I'm using my steak knife, which I always run out of steak knives. Now I know where they're all at. Serious. I mean, I think I've all
They're
gone through.
crafting tools.
Oh, they are. They're sharp and they hold up good.
Ta-da!
Yeah. See, there you get it. And then, like I say, when Amanda puts on the bottom of that, you can kind of turn it upside down. Max, if you can hand Amanda one of those new vases that are already put together, you can see when the bottom is put on, you can see what it actually looks like. And, kind of watch for time. We're going to, kind of hand some things off to Amanda and she can kind of craft. But I'm finishing up this vase here. And again, I don't want to hurry, but then again, I want to make sure that you guys are seeing, on how to do stuff.
The angle was perfect. They can see everything.
They can see everything? Yeah. You can kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah, perfect.
All right, so I folded them in, Tim.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now what you can do is, matter of fact, here's some of the mistakes I've done. I just want to show you that, I made mistakes, but I've kept this for reasons, for training purposes.
Mistakes are great.
They are great.
That's how you learn.
There's two different sizes.
Okay.
Obviously, you want to put the, I think it's the big one goes on the outside, and there's a small one that goes on the inside.
Okay.
So if you want to take on this venture, you're gonna have to kind of size them up according to what you look at. Now, what I learned when I put mine together, and this is probably my fifth one that I've done, is I went ahead and glued the outside edges of this circle here, okay? And I just take my finger real quick around the edge, and when I go to put it on top, I'll kind of form it, yeah, there you go, just like that, and form it to where it's all formed. And you have to play with it a little,
Okay.
and make sure those tabs get stuck in. But choose the right top. There's two sizes there, and once you figure out the right size, kind of play with it, kind of see where. I think one lip is smaller. The next lip is a little bit bigger. The next smaller. So vice versa all the way around. So if you look at these edges and compare them to these, you can kind of see the difference in size, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the tabs. There's different. Once you find the right tab, that's where you kind of focus on that tab and where it's going to go.
But
It is the smaller one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I take that back. It is the smaller base. And the bigger one goes on the inside. So as Amanda's working on that, I'm still gonna kind of work on this. I need one more piece cut.
Tim, am I supposed to kind of crease these two?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you can kind of, massage them to where they're rounder,
Okay.
and that's what I kind of did too. Is take your time at it, and I'd say it took me a good 45 minutes to get this one really nice and formed. And
Oh,
well, again, that's why we have a complete one ready to go, so we can continue to kind of show you guys. As you can see, the old steak knife. You get one more piece about in here, a little bit more, and kind of slip it right there. So that's pretty tight, and I'll tighten this up once this dries a little. But I'm going to shoot some more hot glue in here, so it'll be nice and solid. And what you want to stay away from any hot glue is do not put any hot glue on top of your base here, okay? That is critical, because when you go to put your stems or your flowers in and you hit something solid, you're hitting hot glue. I've done that before, and it's a pain in the butt because you go down and you bend everything. So keep hot glue away from, the styrofoam up on top. Um, any visitors there yet, Max?
No, not yet.
Not yet. That's fine. We can deal with that because we're gonna continue to air this show throughout the week and the weekend, and just let people know that, hey, this is how we do it here over at Expressions, building handcrafted flowers and vases. So I got that set in. I'm gonna let that dry a little, and I'm gonna come back to this and maybe put a little bit more in, but that's pretty solid right now. How you doing? You got that figured out over
Yeah,
there?
I don't think so.
No? Yeah.
Show me.
Yeah, it takes some time. Kind of trying to reach here. What I'd like to say, it's paper. Sometimes you have to be, and I know you work with paper a lot.
I
but,
do.
this
Just
is-
never a paper base.
This is something new to Amanda, and again, I'm helping, training her. Let's say she's a student and she's watching on one of our classes. You just got to kind of play with it and make it as round as possible. Again, this is the other, bend where it came in. You can see it's really tight, but you're just kind of working with it. You got to kind of conform with the paper. You're not going to hurt it. And making it a little bit rounder. See how that's getting
Yes.
a little bit rounder? So there, and then what I try to do is just match up. There's a big one, a big tab, and a smaller tab, and there it matches up right about like that. So get that one up over there, and then when you glue it together. Matter of fact, putting these tires together was the same process, and that's why I think
Those are adorable.
yeah. You just got to work with the paper, and once you get it, you start there, and then you just let it glue. Now, from what I've learned over at with Sandy over at Simply Crafty, what she says is just kind of round it, and the tabs will come up because of the heat. So, I mean, that's what you're doing. Is you're just there's the one tab that you want to line up with, and then once you glue it, and you get moisture on those tabs, they'll lift up. The other thing too is if you can keep those tabs up like that, and that way when you go to set, you kind of see how round it is now. So it's getting rounder. Once you get the glue on here with your finger, you see how those tabs are? You want to go easy, and once they set, let the glue stick a little, and then that's where you're just working around. It's tough to do. I'm telling you, folks, it is tough, but as you can see, that's just working, the edges, and you just got to really pay attention to what you're doing. There's a little error, I think, on this one, but you're not going to see that base, upside down. But you can see, if I just kind of turn like this, you can kind of see without
it's
glue.
shaping.
Yeah, it's shaping. So you're just working with it. And again, the best part of arts and crafts, what I've learned, is relax, patience. And this is where you're teaching your daughter, your son, or a peer or something like that. Just mellow out. And trust me, you can ask Max on how excited I get at times and blow up this roof and when things ain't getting done. I'm learning the patience. Man, I think I just turned 28 years old, and I'm still learning patience. And,
Me too.
But anyways, it's just all about patience. I've gotten it pretty much round. I can't really move that good with my shoulder, but and you just talk to it nice. Maybe it won't talk back to you. But again, the tabs, every other one, there's a small one and a big one. Small one, big one, small one, big one. And if you find that tab, focus on that tab. So once she does the bottom, we'll move into shaping flowers and stuff. I just want her to, train her on a part to where, she hasn't done it before. Hopefully, I'm going to train her the right way. Um, and putting that bottom piece on. That's the toughest piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going.
Yeah. See, she's
Then
out.
I'm gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be patient and work.
Yeah. Just kind of work it. And again, you'll mess up once or twice. You can correct it. What Max and I've learned, especially doing the tires on these trucks, is we used a fine grip sandpaper to shape the wheels. So Amanda, if you can kind of see what Max and I done to the wheels and tires on this is to make it rounder. Just kind of took the lips off. When you set it down, it looks nice and round.
Yes, it does.
So you can actually do the same thing with that vase. I even thought about doing that with on this one on an edge where I was a little off. It's just you're rubbing it just a little to take that burr off. So little free tidbit and a little hack there. You can see that hot glue is dried in there. It's a really solid base now. It's a little squishy in here, but how many people come up and grab it? You kind of want to. Hey, it's a cardstock vase, and it's going to get punched in, but the punch will come back out. We set that aside. I'm going to put these back down over here. Before I move any further, though, I'm going to give you another little hack that I've learned. Man, I don't know if you're doing this or not, but it's something that I learned, and I think it's really good for the community. Is on my scraps when I use the Cricut machine, or if you're using a PDF file, cutting up paper and stuff, and you're doing a lot of crafting, cut this off. And what I mean cut this off is I got a lot of boxes. I should say a big box in the back, actually my bedroom. This is a good piece of cardstock right here. And let's say if I don't need this cardstock, I'll put it in a box and I'll donate that box. And matter of fact, Max, we got to get up to the school. We have an elementary school right up by the house that we take the box of all my scraps that look like this and donate it to the kindergarten class. And that kindergarten class teacher over there, I'm surprised she hasn't called me yet. Of course, they haven't been in school that much this year. But she told me that the last box I gave her, she saved hundreds of dollars from not buying cardstock, because of the
That's
scraps.
awesome.
The kindergarten kids, man, I put glitter paper in there, foil paper, all the fancy, expensive stuff that we use, and there's nice scraps. So just another little helpful hint out there to help your community out there. Obviously, I throw this away in the garbage, so that's one in the garbage, but I just wanted to pass that on to you all. Get that put away, and how you doing over there, Miss Amanda?
I think I'm doing okay.
See,
Just kind of working my little edges in.
You do, and that's.
But you may want to, check me.
No, I'm not going to check you. I think you're giving everyone a point out there that it's not easy, but it is easy once you do it so many times. And it took me about 5 or 6 times to get this, finally done.
These two little edges just aren't working with me.
They'll get in there. And then just if you make your hand like this, you might not have bigger hands, but do your best on that. But I'm going to get the next stage up, and that would be the flowers. So as you're finishing up on that, you can set that aside whenever you feel comfortable with it. Just like that. What I try to do too, and I know Amanda does the same thing, is try to keep your area nice and clean and to where it's, you got room to work around, and that way you're not messing up stuff and what have you. You still mess. Oh, that's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's looking good.
I'm still a little, these points.
Yeah, if you can get those points worked in, I think you're on your way to hitting it. Yeah, just right. But there you go.
Every time I move this one, that
one
pops
that's
out.
that's where you have to. You gotta have bigger hands. And I think that's the advantage I have. But let me kind of get the next stage up.
All right.
And as you're going with that, Um, do these in stages. Make sure you have enough. Now these flowers, we're doing daisies. It's that time of the year. Daisies really bloom. You can see we're doing greens and stuff. Um, and I'm gonna be doing a few of them. I've already completed two of them, and we're gonna put together four daisies on air. Yep.
And this is new for me. I've only rolled flowers.
Yeah, and that's a different technique, rolling. I've done a lot of rolling. I learned a lot, but boy, I sure like the layered, doing it layer wise. It sure makes it pretty and makes it easier.
Tim, what do you think?
I'll
Is that
buy it.
okay?
Yeah, I'll buy it for now. It looks good for the first time. Um, it's something that if you feel comfortable with it, let's go with it. And there's other things that you can do to the bottom of the vase. I put felt. Cricut has a really nice felt, sheet.
Mhm.
Um, you can actually put felt on that and actually make a round circle out of it. Yeah, I love it. You can make a round circle out of it, put a little felt on there, and that way you're seeing it. It's just,
Totally different light.
yeah, on how you want to do it. But it does come out. Mine, again, this is my fifth one I've done on this one, and it's taken some time, so it does take time. And when I throw them away, I throw them. I don't even want to look at them. Now, how many things have you thrown away in your career?
Quite a bit.
All right. So what I'm going to do, Amanda, you have a mat there. You can why don't we take these and we'll just set these aside, and then Max will take the. Actually, we'll
I can put it over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Slide that
I'm
over
right here.
Right there. We'll put that glue up. I don't need that glue anymore right here. Kind of keep you clean. Now, this is going to be your mat. I'm going to give you Abby Kirsten's, which is a great friend of ours, right?
Yes,
Abby,
she's amazing.
She's just a great person. Abby Kirsten's, CC Designs, CatchingColorFlies.com. Couldn't ask for a better coach, teacher, mentor, mom, wife to her husband, and a great mom to her two kids. And in fact, her daughter, I seen her a couple of weeks ago. She's on the crafting machine. So Abby's
That's amazing.
It is, and that's
I love it.
kind of I'm so impressed with Abby. But we'll talk about our favorite people as we're talking. I know Amanda's got her favorite mentors and stuff. I have a few of them, but Abby, I think that's how you and I
Her
met.
flowers are incredible.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there it is right here. This is all Abby's SVG files. I form them. We're doing not hers today, but that's how Amanda and I met. Was on
Her group.
her group. And I mentioned that I was in Phoenix, and you said, "Hey, I live
Hey,
in
I'm in
Tempe."
Arizona
Yeah,
too.
I live in Tempe. And man, I think we PM'd each other that
Yep.
day.
Yep, right after.
Right after we met that day. So I was like, wow, finally, after 16 months, I finally met someone that has a Cricut machine. And I'm sure there's hundreds of people out here in Phoenix that have.
Get a hold of us. Let's
Yes.
craft.
Yeah, we want. I mean, tell them about our new site, our expressions, online site. Tell them about it. That's the reason why we joined.
Right.
Hooked up.
So we wanted to make the site for crafters, for their stuff. So we're slowly inviting people to the group. If you have something that you want to sell, I mean, the crafters are where it's at because we appreciate the work. We know how much work goes into this, and let's support one another and learn from each other, buy each other's products, and just make everyone happy. Let's start crafting and live the life we want to live.
Yeah. Plus, join us out at the farmers market.
Yep, every Sunday.
We can probably invite one a week. I have all four of us on there, and we bring 20, 30, 40 items with us. Put them on the banquet tables and sit there, for 3.5 hours?
Yep.
Yeah, and just have a great time, so.
High Street Farmers Market, Sundays.
Yep. 9:30 to 1:30, yep.
10 to 1:30.
Is it 10 to 1:30?
I think so.
Yeah.
10 to 1:30.
So our next step, Miss Amanda, I know you haven't done this before, or and we're going to teach her on how to roll. No, actually not roll, but form a daisy. And we're going to start off. There's two sizes.
Yes.
There's a large and a small. You're going to start with the large one first, and you can take one. There's three of these we got to do, and two small.
Small.
Yep.
Large.
I love it. And what you're going to do, if you can kind of watch over here, let me do two of them for you. As a matter of fact, let me use that tool there, and then I'll let you do the last one. And what you want to do is the first layer, you don't want to roll tight. You want to lay it down. Okay. So what we're going to do after I did this one, we're going to turn it upside down just like that. You just can put your finger right there, then you're just going to do it nice and lightly, just like that. Okay.
Well, that's cool.
You know, you can kind of see it looked like a little spider crawling up, but and it actually almost does. But that's the first, that'll be the bottom part of the daisy. The next large one you want to do is just a little bit stronger. Let me start on this way where I was going. A little bit harder. So you go light, medium, and hard. And you want to go to the medium on the first three layers, which is the large. And again, you want to go just a little. See how it brought it up a little bit more off.
That is crazy.
Off the mat. Yeah, I learned this from Abby.
Thank you, Abby.
Yeah, I mean, you watch her YouTube channels, and sure enough, she's on there. And man, I think I enjoy doing the daisies so much now, and I've gotten pretty dang good at them. Her ruby red rose, I die for. The ruby red roses, I just love doing them.
So you're just going straight down the
Yep.
pedal.
Straight down, right down the middle. Right, good point. I'm glad you're seeing that. Straight down the middle. Then again,
Flip it over and do
Flipping
the
over.
middle.
you just kind of straighten it. Even if one gets tucked over, it doesn't matter. It's Mother Nature. Tell me what daisy you've seen out there that's identical. I haven't seen one.
Me neither.
Yeah. Now the last two, that's where you're gonna put a lot of pressure on because you want them to really come up and boost up in the air.
And these are still the big ones?
These are the smallest.
Small
I
ones.
just finished the three. Now I'm heading to the two small. So I'm tell you, I'm glad you're watching me, Amanda.
Well, I have to. I'm learning.
Yeah. Good questions. And then as you can see, these are standing up a little bit more than usual. Okay. You got to kind of hold it and guide it as you're turning. Get one that's a little thing there. There's times that when you're pulling some of these off the mat, you'll lose one of these petals. You know what? I lose one, and I'll put that at the bottom, and you'll never see that petal missing. So, kind of keep that in mind. Don't worry.
And that was a lot of pressure?
This is the hardest pressure you can put on. I mean, now you can see it's standing pretty much,
It's like a little palm tree without a stand.
Yeah, there you go. I got a lot of palm trees around here. There's some up here and that and this. Then again, you're just taking your finger, you're pressing down, and then now you're see how it stood up now? A lot faster than that. You can kind of start seeing it. It's starting to bloom.
It is.
Yeah, it's starting to bloom a lot more. Well, we ain't done yet. Now I'm going to go step it up just a little bit faster. And as you can see, once you get you get more experience, you can sit there and talk and have a good time. But when you're by yourself, and I do a lot of crafting by myself, God, it's quiet in here. Where's the music? I do have music on. I do have sometimes a candy dish here or something like that. I do have some water in the back. And as you can see a little more, especially in the last one, that's where you want to put your muscle in. You can kind of see it now. It's really up. There's that. So let me get the other two going. Get that done. You've seen one that I crafted here. I'm going to be doing the hot gluing since Amanda she doesn't have her license yet. She don't
Me
have
and
her license.
hot glue don't get along very well. I'll have it all over me by the time I'm done.
Hot glue, when I first bought the hot glue gun, I said, oh wow, Tim, come in. I won't run around the house to see what I can fix. I mean, shoot, man, I was like, man, I can fix my shoes now. I can fix this. I can go up there and patch that hole up there.
Glue
And
this together.
it was a lot of fun. So that hot glue gun, yeah, it is a little dangerous. It's hot for kids. So moms, dads out there, if you're working with your kids, make sure you keep that thing away because it's definitely hot. There are
You
some
can
new.
substitute
Go
it.
ahead.
You can substitute it for
Yep,
tacky
there you go.
glue as well,
Yep,
if
there you
hot
go.
glue is just not an option.
There you go. There you go. And then also there's some new ones out there. And Abby's uh, hooked up with that lady. The hot glue gun is from Sherban, and it has so many safety features on it now.
Angie's?
Abby's.
Abby's.
Abby's. Yeah, she got them,
Okay.
and I can't think of the name. Matter of fact, I've already contacted them. I'd like to, have them come on board as an affiliate for us, and maybe we can get some guns and kind of use them. But there's so many safety features now, like this old one here. It doesn't have the fins on it, and on that new one that Abby has, you touch it and it's not even hot. So there's a safety mechanism on that. If it falls over, it's rechargeable, which, man, I can't wait to get a rechargeable because this thing is just this thing's a wreck to have, happen. So if you can see, that gun is real heavy for my shoulders. So I'm still in a lot of pain from that little mishap I did. I'm gonna kind of get this closed up so Amanda can do hers. And
Try to do
yeah,
with patience.
Yep, with patience. I'll have these three put together by the time she gets done. No, this is not a competition here. It's just I've been, this is my number one unique niche. 70% of my business and what I do. So this is all I do right here. It's just the flowers. What's your unique? Why don't you kind of talk about what you craft?
Well, I don't know if I necessarily have a unique niche. I do a little bit of everything, from wood signs and vinyl or heat transfer vinyl to glitter ornaments to multimedia canvases with chipboard. Eventually, I will have all of those tutorials and videos for you,
Nice.
but I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I prefer one over the other.
It's
I
true.
love it all.
Yeah. You know what? A lot of crafters are like that. What did Chris have? Let's talk about Chris. Let's talk about our
Yeah.
members that we have on board. Once you know Chris, I'll do Michelle. How's that?
Okay.
You know her better.
So Carissa,
Carissa.
I met her because I was hiring for a job and she blew my mind. She was amazing. So we worked together and then our shop shut down. So then she got a Cricut and she's like, hey, I'm a newbie. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, let's do it. So we craft all the time together. She's learning, but she really gears towards signs, wood signs with vinyl or heat transfer vinyl. She also does pot holders and trying to think.
A lot of holiday. Didn't you do some holiday stuff?
Yes, but I think they were mostly signs. Off the top of my head, I can't remember right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying, check your phone real quick, Max. I want to make sure that they're live and stuff. It says live on our button, but there was one time we were doing an Ocean Magic, unveiling, and my son was in Yuma, and he was watching on his Facebook. All of a sudden, we went out for some reason, or something happened, and we weren't live anymore. And I kept talking.
Oh no!
So here he is. Everyone's phone is going up, and I said, "Who's calling me? Who's calling me? Dad, you're not live anymore. What happened? What happened?"
Oh,
so,
no.
And I was just double checking with Max. Since this is our, this is probably my fifth or sixth show. This is your first.
This is my first show.
So, and with the new cameras and the lights and everything, we had to adjust lighting. Matter of fact, we have these lights on this one. You can see how bright it was. We had to turn this one off. So we adjusted some lighting. So we're all getting used to this. Hopefully, with some advertising that we get, we can, add some more cameras to the scene, make them portable to where we can go to your house and do some live videos or something like that. We'll mix it up. We'll try to go to Chris's or something, or do an outside one. We don't know, but
even have guest people on our shows. Like my dad and I used to weld, and we have a bunch of welding projects. So my dad's a pretty crafty guy too. So is my mother.
Right. That's the thing that you and I talked about is having a talk show.
Yeah.
Here's your tool.
Thank you.
And as you're doing that, I'm going to do the hot.
So
Yeah.
light pressure first.
Yeah, light pressure first.
The petals.
Right through in the middle. Right through in the middle. A little bit more pressure than that. That's all right. You take your time. But Amanda and I were talking about the talk show, and we definitely want to get local artists, national artists. I would love to see to get Abby on.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Jennifer Maker, man, if you're, I'm gonna shoot you this link after the show, and I'm gonna shoot you an email with this link. Jennifer, man, your holiday maker fest
was incredible.
Amanda watched it, Krista watched it, Michelle had an opportunity to watch a few shows. She's a full-time employee.
I watched every single one of those.
Jennifer, I watched 80%. I don't want to learn how to sew. Nothing against sewing.
I almost bought a sewing machine.
But I just, I can't see myself sewing. But Jennifer Maker, you did an outstanding job for, I think she had, 120, 130,000, maybe 150,000 people sign up for that show. And, man, I tell you, there's 40 artists throughout the United States were on there. Abby was on there, Lori Clayton, Leah Griffith,
Corey George,
yep, Corey
Andy.
George, Amy Romeo. Man, I could go on and on. There's just so many great people that were on that show. I mean, how many SVG files did you save from that show?
Every single one of them.
They offered free stuff, free this, free that, and
a lot of giveaways.
So
a lot of support where it's needed.
Yeah. And that's why I say is, we want to we would like to see, we support them, they're going to support us. Jennifer loves helping people. Lori loves helping people. Abby, I know she would probably give us a tidbit here and there. She's helped me on a few questions. Remember that email I sent out to her? Looking good.
You sure?
Yep. A little more pressure, but you'll get there. And then once you feel you're ready, turn that thing over and you'll be.
So how do you get it from not creasing at the bottom?
It's technique.
Okay.
It's technique.
I don't have that yet.
Once you see how your fingers are, let me kind of see that tool real quick. And when I'm doing it, I get it down here like this. Okay. When I'm going down, oops, I shouldn't do it that way. I'm bringing the tool. So when you're holding it up here, you can't really get a handle on it. But I think if you get down there a little bit more and use a little more pressure, I think you're going to bring that up more for you. So try it that way. But like I say, that talk show we're looking forward to that. Even if it's all four of us talking about different crafts that we've done, we'll do that on a Saturday morning. We'll probably do that maybe once, twice a month, if anything. Get an opportunity to talk to people. I'd like to bring in some moms and dads. There. Now turn that thing over, and you'll do the middle. You'll want to turn it over first. I know it looks like that's where it looks like a spider.
Okay. Technique.
And right there, just go in circles. Just follow that. Go a little bit harder. Bring those pebbles up. Stand them up. Talk to them. Get up there, young man.
Get up there, petals.
No. Oops, where am I at?
I don't think I curled them enough. Should I turn it back over and do it again?
No. I want you to just, it's all, you feel comfortable with it, do it. And you'll learn on the next one, do a little bit more pressure. And do a little bit more of that. And again, I'm just finishing up on the hot wax here. Hot glue. I don't know why I'm thinking hot wax. Get that done. And if anything, folks, I would have more lighting in my area because of my eyesight. We have the lights down, but that way you can see what we're doing here. You can see I got all these bad boys put together. And I'm going to let those dry as Amanda's finishing up. And
You may want to help me too.
Okay. I will be glad to help you. That is no problem. Let me get these next ones out.
I'll have one done by the time you get all of them done.
we'll help each other. I'll kind of put one there for now. Kind of scary. Oh my gosh, what are these? The more spiders.
Yay!
Yeah, more spiders. Now this is where it gets fun. I like doing these here, and I gotta find the rest of them. Where are they? Did I turn them down? Oh, I'm sorry. I already put two of these together. I'm like looking for the ones I put together. I already put them together. I won't show those yet, because that's what they're gonna look like. I do have these brown thingies, which is right here. I think the next things we're gonna do is gonna be the fun ones. Doing okay? A little more pressure. Don't that as my dad and my stepdad would tell me, that thing ain't gonna bite you, dang it. Get some pressure on that thing. So no, in all honesty, it just comes in time. It comes in strides. You feel comfortable. I know you're doing fine. You are doing fine. What I'm gonna do as she's doing that, I want her to really learn and concentrate. I know I want to reach over there and help her, but that's how.
Mine are flat.
No, yours are not flat. You will dig in deeper and you will get it done right. And that's something that on TV, I can't reach to that TV and grab it and do it for her. Just concentrate on just putting a little more pressure, they'll come up. See how it starts to roll up? And it looks like a spider. It looks scary.
Looks scary.
I'm gonna get the next tool. I'll get my tool over here. Abby, I'm gonna order another set of these tools. I know that.
I think I am too.
Yeah. These tools are just awesome in the mats. You kind of see what I'm doing. I'm building the centers now for the daisy as she's continuing there. And all I'm doing here, you can kind of see it, is just going around in circles. I'm bringing the center pieces up. I'll set that one aside. And each one of these centers, they get three. There's three of these bad boys. Now, as we get to training and stuff, the material list will be there. We didn't have a materials list today because we felt it was something that we're going to show you. We're going to just let you guys know out there on what type of training we're going to do. It's going to be flowers. It's going to be trucks. It's going to be signs. It's going to be
what? You do ornaments, shirts.
Yeah. We're going to do it in holiday season. Our next
infusible ink.
Yep. Our next holiday, we probably won't have any classes the rest of the year. This will be the last one, last one for this. But on Expressions Handcrafts YouTube channel, we'll have probably two classes before the end of the year. I got to stick to my YouTube channel and still continue to grow that, but which is part of the managing group over here too. But that's just another avenue of what I feel is best direction. A lot of my peers or people and followers wanted me to do a YouTube channel, so I'm up and going on that. So you'll see probably a couple more from me, but come next year, we're going to have a schedule. Max is in charge of that schedule, as we kind of announced this morning that we feel that Max works full time over to. He does something. I think he does some electronic equipment or something, but he works part time. Then he's gonna work part time for us, for myself, on the Cricut machine doing cuts, and then he'll be our dashboard basically, calendar wise, and he'll be, doing some texts out to the girls and saying, hey, what's up, what's going on the schedule, and we'll have a master schedule to where, gosh darn, hey, we can do a show this week. Amanda's not doing anything again, Oh, Amanda's always busy. Chris, yeah, you're just hours.
There's a lot of work.
Oh,
There's a lot of things you don't think about when you start something.
Yeah. And God bless Krista, and she works full time. Michelle, man, she works full time, and she crafts. She loves crafting. So we have two people that work full time, and I got to say we work full time, but we don't have someone hanging over us. And
right.
I mean, we do in a way.
Each other.
Yeah,
we hold each other accountable.
Yeah. So we still got to pay the bills, and we gotta keep things rolling. So Amanda's still working on that. That's fine, which is fine, and I'm not knocking anything. I want to stay ahead of the schedule and we're about 40 minutes in, and I want to make sure that that we get done. If not, I know Amanda has to leave by 11. Is that correct?
11:30.
Yeah. So if anything, you'll see us right here. If Amanda has to leave and we go a little over, and trust me, just stay on. We'll finish the project. So, but I'm gonna try to get you done here in 2 hours, and that's why I'm kind of, I'm not really showing you. I should kind of move it over here to where you can see it. All I'm doing is doing basically the same thing as running my tool right through the middle of the centerpieces. That's how the centerpiece is going to be put together. It's kind of different colors too. I've got to watch what I'm doing there in colors. So I'm running that through, looking good over there. Just let me know when to hot glue that bad boy. And you can start on your centers, and I'll kind of show you on that. If I'm going too fast, folks, just let me know. Hit a button, or Max, or call myself, let me know. But
Let us know.
yeah, let us know. Which I'm probably am going a little fast, but here are the centerpieces. You can kind of see there's three that are going one, and then you'll have two of these. So you'll see me hot glue these here in a little bit. I'll make sure they're separated. Get one more of these things to go. Get that done. We are having fun, and
This is fun.
yeah, wish we had some music on because I'm so used to having music going, but legally we can't because we don't own the rights. I mean, we can have. I think YouTube has music that is okay to listen to. So, and we'll probably take a. When I say a break, I'll probably stand up for a little bit and relax your legs. That's one thing in crafting. I know Amanda likes standing up doing crafting. I do.
I do. This is the first time I've ever sat down and crafted. I always stand.
I usually sit, and there's times that I stand, or I'll get a stool. And so, on matter of fact, I'll probably get the stool right before we start putting the bouquet into the vase. So I'll need to stand up and see what's going on. And that's where it gets fun. I love doing that when it's finishing up a design. Some of you probably wondering how long does it take, to craft. I mean, some of these big boys up here. I mean, they've taken, and we have ways of crafting is a different way of time. We use minutes instead of hours because we got dry time, we got paint dry time, we got different times. So we use minutes, and there's times I'll catch myself hitting the stopwatch and work 5 minutes into a design, and then I'll have to let it dry for an hour. So I can't count that
Right.
as an hour's job. I count it as 10 minutes. So once that job's done, I'll probably have 55 minutes in it. So you're looking at 55 minutes doing the job. This here, we're doing a lot of talking. If it was just me, I could have this knocked out with an easy hour. There's really no dry to out except for the vase. That I would build one day, let it dry and set for the day, and then that's start on the flowers and then set it. So
Are these okay?
let me see.
They don't have a lot of shape like yours.
They don't. Well, they do. No, they don't. But again, I would fly with it because hey, it's my first one, man. I'm gonna be proud of this, and that's something that you go like, why doesn't it look like that? That's where Abby has always told me, practice, practice, practice. You're not going to be a genius the first one. You're not going to be an expert the first one or the third one.
I understand that.
Yeah, I consider myself. I barely got into that intermediate bracket. I'm barely in there. I mean, I still got months and months, maybe years down the road before I even think about being an expert. I don't consider myself an expert.
There's always something to learn.
Man, I tell you, there's some ladies out there, Susanna, I was saying Roxanne out of Florida, Tita out of Atlanta, Georgia. Those three ladies I just cherish. I mean, those three ladies are just, I followed them really hard my first, I'd say 8-10 months, really hard because they know how to construct some flowers. Who's your mentor out there? What do you really follow?
Well, I don't know if I can name one,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's true.
I do follow Abby quite a bit. I do follow Jennifer Maker. I mean, you can learn so much from both of them. Leah is another really, really good one. Leah Griffin.
Oh, yeah.
And then also Angie and Corey George from Hey Let's Make Stuff. And Angie from The Country Cottage.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's funny.
She is hilarious.
Yeah.
And she just came out with a glue gun that actually has a holder for 3 or 4 extra glue sticks and a cover for it. So
Okay. Let's see. I'd like to
I'm
see
like,
one
maybe
of
I
those,
could get my license with that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. No kidding.
Won't have hot glue all over me.
Mhm. Now, this is Amanda's, and now what I would, if she, let's say, again, I can't reach the TV and help her, but if she texted me or had a question on there, what I would kind of tell her to do is just, you know, you did a great job, but try to get some form in there, and you're going to brush them up, you know, do a little flap, but again, it takes time, folks. It's just not, it's not going to happen overnight. It's still a good looking daisy. Just kind of play with it. I mean, when Abby sends out her PDFs,
So does that mean I need to roll harder?
yeah, roll a little bit harder. But when Abby has a PDF and you don't have the tools, if you don't want to buy the tool set, basically is you're taking the pedal and you're actually rolling it just like that. So that's, if you didn't have a tool set, that's what I would recommend is just you're rolling it. So if anything, let's say if Amanda didn't have the tools,
That's what I did with my succulents.
yeah, you're just rolling. Yeah, there you go. You're just rolling it. But I'd give her, hey, it's the first one. Let's give her a hand. She did it.
What?
And you're gonna have to live by it. And it looks like a daisy. I mean, there's not one of mine looks like hers. Uh, I mean, they don't look, nothing looks alike. All 4 of them,
I love them.
right there. Yeah, they're all different. They all
They all got their own
Yeah.
character.
There you go. That's what I look at. Is there's not one here that's the same. It's Mother Nature. It's Amanda's nature now, and it's Tim's nature now, per se. So the centers are almost done. Let me get those hot glued up real quick, and we're going to move on to the next step, which is putting the centers into the daisy itself. Now, when you're putting down the petals, you want to make sure that you're not lining them up. You want to kind of overlap them, so in that way they're not together and not laying together. And that's pretty much best as you can. There's 3 centers to a daisy on this one, on this size. As I'm looking over to Amanda, make sure she's on track. Then I'm putting this one in here, and I'm kind of twisting it. You can see, twisting it. Let's see, and it's looking good. I feel comfortable with it. Then you're taking your different type of center. You're going to set that in there real lightly. Now it's going to be kind of a little different texture, as you can see, of the sunflower as it's coming in.
Oh, how pretty.
Yeah, then we get one more of these bad boys in there. And then obviously we get the brown, what do you call it, the seeds, I guess you say, sunflower seeds. Didn't that daisy have sunflower seeds? Or is that a other daisy?
I'm not 100% sure about that.
You know, that's one thing I think is kind of funny is people ask me what flower is that, and I says, you know what?
Oh no.
I know when I made it, Abby has a real nice, book that I open up at times, and I'll get on her YouTube channel and I write down what the flower is. Don't ask me. I just put them together. What type of wood do you use, Amanda? I don't know.
I don't know.
But in all honesty, I should know my flowers, but again, that's why I'm not the expert. I'm still a guy that's just barely intermediate. So I'm getting there. I'm not. There's times that I write them down, and
Same with these.
Yep. No, the only thing on those, you're going to just do it right in the middle. You're going to make a really hard circle. Stand those spider legs up. Make them stand up. There you
go. Oh, those are fun.
I love it. Those are fun.
I'll do all of these.
I know. I love doing those.
How exciting.
Now, hey, man, I think we touched a little base on this. What do we want to do with this base? Once we complete it, what do you think we should do? A contest or something, or giveaway, or what do you think?
That we could do.
Okay, you want to do that on your site? I think that'd be not awesome to do that on one of your sites. Wouldn't that be nice? Just let's say, hey, Tim and Miranda, we're doing nothing on a Saturday morning, and
We could do that.
do a contest, give it away.
Do you want to do Facebook or blog?
Let's do a blog. Let's get your blog up and going. Let's get people on your blog. Amanda, come up with a contest. I'll let you take this home today. Get it shipped out. I'll pay for half the shipping. Shoot, that thing weighs what, maybe 2 ounces?
Yeah, we could do that.
Let's do a blog.
Details coming soon.
Yeah, there you go. Details. I want to promote Amanda's blogging site because I do want to get in the blogging site, but I'm going to learn from her. My blogging site is going to be all tied in again with all of us.
We can all tie everything in together because
So,
we're a team.
yes, yeah.
Thank God for teams.
So I think that'd be awesome for your followers. What are you up to now? What do you got?
Over here?
Yeah, on your
Oh no,
followers.
did I do these wrong?
No. Nah, that's fine. We'll fix them. I didn't.
I didn't ask about them.
Yeah.
I just asked about
No.
these little guys.
You did. That's fine, which is kind of unique. That's one of the things that I almost did yesterday. I looked at mine, the finished ones. I said, you know what? I like them standing up. And I went back to the book, Abby's book. Sure enough, they're standing up. So what you need to do is just turn them back over and just reverse it. There you go. And then just reverse.
Just a little circle.
Yep, just a little circle. And that'll stand them back up another way. I did not go through that part. That was my fault.
Well, no, I didn't ask.
Yeah, well,
I like doing that. Look how easy that is.
yeah, there you go. I know. It's just
All right,
back there.
watch.
Watch this, folks.
Whoa!
I love it. Now, you people are definitely going to want this vase, so make sure Amanda's going to have the details, and I think it's going to be kind of neat to get people to get this vase. They can actually, explain the class to them, what we try to accomplish. This is our first training class anyway. I might be making mistakes. I might watch this video probably 20 times and take notes.
Me too.
Yeah, that's the way I do it, is I take notes. Matter of fact, didn't you just come up with your 2 videos? Why don't you explain?
Well, so of course you need to get into video crafting. And I've had so much going on, and I'm like, you know what? For this blog post, because I did a Christmas glitter ornament tutorial, and I'm like, well, there's been a lot of questions geared my way about coating the ornaments and then coating them with glitter. So coating it with polyacrylic, it's very hard to explain. So I'm like, let's do a video. So I inserted 2 videos into my blog post that shows you how to actually coat your glitter ornament with polyacrylic and then how to coat the ornament after the polyacrylic with glitter. So that will be posted Monday.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, did you have fun doing that, though?
I did.
Okay. And that's why I say, this is our first class, and weren't you talking about a teachables class or something like that, or?
Yes, eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
I don't know if we're quite there yet, but
Right.
that's where Jennifer Maker, I think,
That's
does
right.
most of her classes.
Yeah.
She does it through Teachable.
Yeah.
So we will eventually get there
Yeah.
sooner rather than later, and we will have classes on Teachable.
Yeah. And we got to start somewhere. Everyone starts. Jennifer, man, I tell you, some of the stories that I heard about Jennifer, she was down to her last few bucks with her daughter and stuff, and now she has a nice little empire going, and I'm real proud of to mention her name and even follow her and stuff. Just like with Abby. I mean, look at Abby, where she came from.
Yep.
From zero to hero. And as a matter of fact, I was reading this morning on her. I think it was about 3 o'clock this morning. I was reading that for her specials that she's got going on this weekend, and this is how the arts and craft industry works. Every dollar that a person buys on her site, all the way through, I believe 12/1, I think it is, she's giving a toy to every needy child.
Oh, that's amazing.
You spend $100, she's buying $100 worth of toys. for the needy people in her area, which is Florida. It's just unbelievable. I mean, that's some of the things. Jennifer Maker, I mean, I don't know what she donates, probably tons and tons. Lori Clayton, I mean, you know, I'm a small guy, and I'm donating all my scraps to kindergarten school.
That's what we used to do when we lived in Colorado. We have all these scraps, and it might as well go somewhere other than the garbage or recycle. So then you just take it and drop it off.
Right. So what, Amanda, we're going to go on and move the next step. As you can see, I have 4 pages here, all different colors centers. I'm going to attach these as Amanda's next project is she's going to make the centers, the last piece of the center. You can kind of see this little, get up here a little bit more. You can kind of see this little center here. Well, guess what? Why don't you hold that up? That little piece of strip of paper right you got there. That's the center. That's what Amanda's going to make right next. You can believe that. If she can conquer this, I'm going to give her a B+ today.
Woohoo! I do A's, Tim. I do A's.
Yeah, all right. We'll give her an A+. We'll give her an A+. The hell with it. I hope Mom and Dad are watching. They'll probably be calling me. Don, Mike, hey.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
I love meeting you guys on Facebook. Thanks for all the nice words that you've said about me. Really do appreciate it. Got a lot of fans support up in Chicago.
Yep.
Matter of fact, Michelle, our cohort, she's up in Chicago. So
beautiful city. That's where I'm from.
A lot of snow going on, probably. All right,
cold. It's cold there.
No, thank you. I'll stay in Arizona. All right, next thing you're going to do, young lady, is you're going to take this ruler and you're going to split down the middle. And what you're going to need is a little cardboard piece here. You're going to put that brown piece of paper on that cardboard there.
Yep.
Yeah, put that right there, that brown piece right there. And then I'm going to give you another tool, and what we call this tool, and again, from Cricut, and we love Cricut. Cricut, great partners, great tools. I'm going to use their tools. The machine is under wraps. It's tired. It worked really hard last night. What I'm going to give Amanda is called a scoring tool. And pretty much like if you had an iPad or something like that, you'd use this tool. But this has a metal tip. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the center of that line. You put it in the middle right here. You're fine, right?
I tried that, but my ruler wasn't lining up.
Okay. Yeah, it deal with. I mean, my rulers sometimes don't line up either because my eyes don't line up. No. Now what you can do is take that scoring tool and do twice, really.
Just right in the middle?
Yeah, medium, right down, holding each end of your tool. There you go. Right there, and then just, there you go, girl. You got it, and then score it good 2 hard times. A little lighter than that. She's getting powerful now. I'm going to continue to get this done, and what I'm going to do is just add these center pieces right there. Now you're going to have to hold it when you're using hot glue. It's going to have to kind of stick. And then what you're going to do is kind of lay these things out. You're going to lay them out just like that.
Well, that definitely wasn't center.
Yeah, that's fine. Get it as close as possible. And when Amanda gets that done, I'm going to have her, you know what, you probably use the turbo glue. You're going to roll that thing up, and it's going to look like this.
Roll it up just...
Yeah, just roll it up like a...
Okay, I got to get it folded first.
Yeah, get it all folded. Oh, yeah. Yeah, get it folded first. And, you know, once it's folded, and you'll start rolling, then put a little dab of the glue, and I should get the glue ready for you. I'll put it sideways.
Thank you.
It's the, this is the Turbo Tacky Glue. And when I say turbo, there's a reason for it.
Pretty quickly.
Tries super fast. And then when my crafters out there, do not throw away these caps. Keep them. I got about 25 of these now saved up because you'll lose them and you'll say, gosh darn it.
Should have kept those.
Just save them. Put them. I got little boxes that I make for you. Matter of fact, speaking of boxes, where's my box?
What do you need?
These things. I'm going to tell you, here's another thing from JenniferMaker.com. And she always says, you don't need a commercial license. All she wants is you to mention her. I'm going to mention it 100 times again. JenniferMaker.com. She designed a organizational drawer boxes. This is from her SVG files, free library. I'm sure you've seen them.
I have.
And her class on organization, craft room organization. Lori Clayton has one. A lot of the mentors do, but she designed these for her drawers. So cute. So what I done is I designed these, took her files and made these boxes, made them a little sturdy, and I use them for my parts and stuff. You know. So I
Genius.
always have these parts boxes laying around.
So okay,
Okay.
I've got it folded.
Why don't you go
Now
ahead?
do I glue it together on the inside?
Nope. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start rolling first. Go ahead and put the bottle down. You're gonna roll. You're gonna do it in quarters. Let's say there's 4 quarters there.
Okay.
Every quarter glue. So you want to get the first quarter going first.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, there you go. You can use that.
Guy.
You can use that guy.
Well, how do you roll, Tim?
Well, I roll with my fingers, and because I want to keep that center nice and tight.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got
Once
it.
you keep that center nice and tight, and then as you glue, you'll feel it kind of come together. I use hot glue. I mean, I can. My fingers are so used to hot glue right now, they don't even bother me.
Burns
anymore.
my fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. When you don't use hot glue a lot, it'll definitely put a bite on your finger. So yeah, go ahead and glue a little if you want. A little glue in there.
Yeah, these are so little.
Yeah, they are. They're super little. You just I got big fingers, and a lot of ladies have small ones, and big guys, and this and that. But it gets done. Again, I have to go back to patience. And we're in no race. We're in no race today. We're almost we're getting a little. We're doing a lot of talking here.
Tim, you didn't tell me. I need to give this.
Oh, I forgot
I need
to
to
get you.
glue on my thing.
Ah. That. Get this. Okay, missed 2 of them here. We'll get that cut up. And then I'm going to get the centers cut up. So as we're going, we're doing good here. Should be getting done here pretty quick. Get that done. Done. So I got those 4 done. And like I say, I've put together a majority of the stuff. It'll go pretty quick once we get these daisies done.
Does this happen normally? This come up like it's not even?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just making sure.
Yep. It'll come up. Do the best you can to keep it nice and round. I'm going to stick these centers now into here. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm spreading out the centers as it's drying. Okay. Here's your thingy there. Wipe your hands. It gets sticky. It gets sticky in nuts and crafts. Lots of sticky.
That is true.
So as we're going along, I'm doing the centers. And again,
This is therapeutic.
it is. It really is. I enjoy it. I think about growing up and stuff, man. It's like I'm this age already. It's like no.
And we always used to sit around the table, and my parents used to paint Indian statues. And I painted little snowmans and horses, but my mom always had to do the eyes for me. Some of their stuff was pretty incredible.
You didn't have that steady hand, huh?
Not like my mom. I mean, her eyes for things, especially the Indians they used to paint, they were mind-blowing.
Mm. So, this box put up. These put up. Put up there, and I'll put you really back here. And what I try to do again, folks, is keep your area clean, nice and organized. There goes the truck.
I got it.
That truck
As soon
just
as I'm
crashed.
done this.
I know.
Done with this.
I wouldn't knock the truck off hand by mistake. As Amanda's finishing up on that last center.
Hey!
Yeah.
It's live.
But
I gotta tell you like 20 minutes ago, but it's still live.
oh, it's still live? Good. Hey, we're still live. Yay! Anyone else come on?
I'm doing that yet.
Oh, come on. There's got to be 1,000 people on there.
Ta-da!
Yay! See? You did it.
I did it!
Yeah. Send it to me and I'll fix her up and I'll put some hot glue on that bad boy and it's gonna stay forever.
It's gonna stay forever.
It is, that hot glue just stays. Put the last one on. As I'm doing that, I'm gonna bring over the next steps, which is the, kind of spread that, see, that spread real nice on the
Oh,
glue.
those are pretty.
Yeah.
I was so focused on rolling the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, you're just, spreading it out just like not too stiff. You're not gonna hurt the paper. These, I kind of want to get out a little bit more. Now, what I've learned too is I usually put 2 wraps of the brown on, but chose one just to kind of show one way. But as Amanda, when she used the tacky glue, it spread a lot better. I made these last night, so you can see the big difference.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, big difference. So
Okay.
that's why I say I usually use 2, but again, I was putting everything together last night. It was a rough night. Now we're gonna go ahead and start on. These are the flowers if you want to take a look at it and kind of see that's a lot different than normal. I did some new things. I'm trying some new techniques that I'm learning. You can see it's a little bit wider at the top and stuff. That's what the finishing can do. Now, what I've done is gotten all the bases together. You guys are wondering on how did that wire go in. I'm going to do a wire. You can see Amanda. This is how you stem the wires. You can kind of show that up close, and I'll get one bent real quick. This, I just use a pair of these plier tools here. Yeah, and I'm turning it to make that little loop, just like this. And just turn it just like that.
There's a little loop.
Yep, there's the loop. Good job, Amanda.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I've done to create the base. And I'll need this one, so I'm going to set that one down. Put that tool back, and that is, I'll need that one too, because I'm going to show you on how to attach the base now. So we take this over here. Obviously, I got to show you a little trick. Now, back before I learned the Cricut machine, Amanda, this is something that you would have probably taught me if I would have known you. These things cut out with a big hole like this. And I says, that's too big for this wire. So what I did, I went back to my Cricut machine and made a bunch of small ones. Well, guess what I just learned recently, and I'm not kidding you, recently, the weld.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't know
Weld that.
you could take a shape off a design space.
All my articles mention that.
Yep, put a circle right there on the computer and laptop, place it on there, and what button do you hit?
Weld.
Well, bam, it would have been fixed. So I just wanted to show that little tidbit that I'm not experienced, people. I'm no pro. I'm no nothing. I learn every day, and like I say, it's been about a month since I've learned the weld thing. So
I do have to say, the contour,
yeah.
never knew about that until probably 6 months ago.
Wow.
Oh, is that a lifesaver and a time saver?
There again, matter of fact, there's a piece that's right behind me. See that Kleenex box?
Uh-huh.
That's a engraving I did. And I said, man, this looks like crap. So I went to, I think I had Jennifer Maker's Cricut.
Playbook?
Yeah, the playbook. And boy, was that a lifesaver. I went in there and I started reading. I said, I know there's something got to be done to it. Matter of fact, I think I went online and asked. And they said, it's the contour button.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the book. And I said, no, stupid me. I bought this book from Jennifer. Who looks at pictures and who reads books these days, right? Anyway, so
This girl!
So I went back and I read the contour, and sure enough, that's how that engraving, and I don't know if we have time yet to show it, but that's how I learned the contour button, is clean up all that stuff.
It takes away bits and pieces that you don't need.
Jeez, it was.
Or don't want, I should say.
It was amazing, so.
And there's also an engraving tool.
Oh, yes.
That Cricut has.
Engraving tool, something.
Which I learned at the Jennifer Maker Fest.
Oh, okay. Get that formed a little. Put that then. I'm gonna put this in here. Amanda, what can I have you do? You don't like hot glue. Tell you what. Now, see, I got a little.
I don't mind hot glue. We just don't get along very well. I'll have it everywhere.
That's true. I mean, like I say, I like it. I love that hot glue. It's just so much fun when you get this tool. What I'm doing is putting the base, the flower base where the flower's going to sit on top of. I'm just going to slide it through that hole, and then again, just like that.
Okay.
Just like that. You can kind of see it. Then what I'm going to do is kind of form up the base.
Okay.
You know, I usually do that with the rolling thing, but the glue, the tacky glue is still a little wet, so I can't put a lot of pressure on it. Then I'm going to just spot this, kind of spot weld it, I call it, the guy's terms. You got to use the guy's terms. Spot weld. So I just welded that. I'll blow on it a little bit. I'm going to grab one of these stems already complete. I did these last night and kind of take a look at it. It's ready to go. It's already shaped. And it's quite
Would you like
amazing.
me to show them up closer to you?
Yeah, there you go. Do that. That'd be
Moving
awesome.
my chair back.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And an up close view.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, what are you, Donna White? Or what, or Vanessa, what's on,
Vanna.
Vanna, hey, can you show them this vowel?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, that's where you should be. What's the...
Love Wheel of Fortune.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
And Jeopardy.
Oh,
Back to back. Great things.
Yeah. So now I take this, and you see the thing there, and I'm gonna get glue stick ready because I'm almost out of glue stick there. And you'll see a couple tricks here. I'm gonna just load this up. And I'm gonna load that up with a lot of welding. And then and I'm just gonna put that on there. I'm gonna turn it upside down and adjust it. Looks nice in center, and then you're just gonna hold it.
All
You
right.
can see there's some hot. You can see the little strings of hot glue. You can see there, and then right there. There you go. Yeah, those strings on hot glue are.
That's the part I have problems with. Because then I get it on my fingers and my elbow.
If someone came up with a hot glue that didn't have strings, you're gonna have a lot of crafters love you to death. So that's dry enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put him back. I'm gonna take the next base, and then I'm gonna put a lot of glue in there. And then I usually use my teeth on that because this glue gun I've had for about 12
Don't
months.
do that at home.
Yeah, don't do that at home. Yeah, that's my trick. No, but in all honesty, I've had that thing. It's the old Adtech. Been a good hot glue gun. I use their glue sticks, but I want to try some other ones. You know, they've been good to me, and you can see how worn out that thing is. It's used.
Mine kind of looks the same.
Yeah.
I probably need to invest in one of those.
I'm gonna probably go a different direction unless Adtech can, come up to and visit us. As you can see, I'm doing that with my chin now, not my teeth.
Again,
yeah.
don't do that at home.
I just got kicked under the table. Ah, what? I didn't say that. Oh, funny. That's funny. I like that. That was a good one. So you're just letting it dry. Take a couple seconds. 30, 40 seconds.
Do you want me to hold while
there
you
go.
continue?
There.
That's what I can
just
do.
hold it. There you go. And then I'm going to put in a surprise flower today in this little design. I don't like following people or following their designs or what have you. I like doing out of the ordinary stuff. And you'll see what I'm going to do later on in a little bit. So I'm going to add a different type of flower to it too. So we got those done. We'll probably get into the, in fact, Amanda, I'm going to get you into the next phase, which is, where did I put that base? Oh, there it is. I had a green one laying around here. It is. Yeah, I'm going to get you a pencil here, and then I'm going to get you to cut me that around there. And
So I'm tracing this?
Yeah, trace that out real quick. Here's scissors. Here's that. If she's doing that, I'm going to kind of get my little, there, might keep my surprise flower. No one can see it. Nah, nobody can see it. We got the weeds, as I call them, or the greenery that we're going to be putting inside the vase to kind of fill it up. You can see I've already put them together. They're going to go in the vase. Matter of fact, Amanda, you can kind of have that, because I'm going to have you add some greenery. What I do is I use a 110-pound cardstock, Regulations cardstock. That's probably the only cardstock I've ever used, and won't use anyone else's. Never tried anyone else's. It's just they have great fiber. I mean, the color and everything else. I've had no issues with them. But great paper. But I take two of them just like this. Then what I do is I stick
I'm assuming I'm cutting this out.
Yep, you're going to cut that out for me.
Just want to make sure.
Yep. Then I use a 16 gauge wire, and it's a little bit thinner than an 18. And I put it in between, and I glue them all up, and this is what it'll look like. So it's nice and flat. Then I take my shaping tools from Abby Kirsten, and I'll put a little indentation in them. Then whenever after you're done cutting that, you can kind of show, the indentations. And then keep in mind, this is greenery, and it's not supposed to be straight. So what I'll end up doing and putting that in, as Amanda's going to be doing this, is, you're going to form it to where all different shapes and sizes. So Amanda will kind of show that here in a minute. But then I also splash a little ink on it, a little green ink, and make it look used and good. Got that piece. Now you're going to take that brown piece too, and you're going to glue that together.
Garbage?
Yeah, garbage. Yeah, that's scrap that we don't want.
So we're gluing these
Yep.
together.
Right together.
Gluing these together.
Yep.
And then I will show you the greenery.
Yep. And then there's your greenery that you're going to put inside or around that vase, or in the vase. But I'm going to, before you do that, I'm going to show you all the tricks that I normally do. With that done, and kind of hand this over to Amanda too. Now you can see my little creation here too. Is I use this for all my completed greeneries and stuff, and my leaves are in here. But I'm ready to go to put this vase together. And again, what I look at is the speed to get these out to customers. This I've created. Matter of fact, I probably made too much, so I'll save this for another build. I always overcut, then undercut, because I do so many creations and get them sent out. But you can see my leaves are in here. I'm going to grab the leaves out. I'll need those. And I'll kind of explain the leaves in a minute. But I'm going to put all the greenery in front of Miss Amanda.
Yay!
You can see my little creation there. It's on a pallet from Dollar Tree. And those 4 jars are from Michael's. Love Michael's. Yep.
Me too.
You've seen those, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Those are some neat jars.
And then what they're on, does this come with those?
No.
Okay. I seen what you did. You got that from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. We love the Dollar Tree.
Yes, we do.
And I tell you, that palette reminds me of my Pepsi Cola days. I used to sell a ton of Pepsi Cola here in Phoenix, Arizona, and that palette we used to put pop on all the time.
My dad would be shaking his head. He is a Coca-Cola.
What? No, don't say that. He's got to love him. Now, people, I'm not going to the bathroom. I have this for a reason.
Here's the greenery up close.
There you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, that's how you can do it. Now, Amanda, you are going to be the greenery person, okay? And what I need you to do is get me some, kind of put that, see that top there? It's going to go on top of that styrofoam, right?
Top.
The base.
Okay.
Let me call that the base. I don't even have a term for that. So you want to get that base, put it kind of like right over in front of you, right there. And I believe that should fit in there. And as Amanda's doing that,
Like
yeah,
over this?
yeah, just put it right on top.
Okay.
See, it's probably too small, so that's not good. So what we're going to do now is, I did not measure this, and this is something that I didn't do. Max, if you want to help me out here for a second, no problem. On the whole rack down there, in the plastic boxes,
Plastic box.
yeah, it should say 110 cardstock. Should be the top one, I believe. I put it down there last night. And then
Do you want me to show the inside?
yeah, go ahead and show the inside.
And
There you
this
go.
is the styrofoam for the inside of the vase.
110?
Yeah, the 110 green. It should be right on top. You'll see it pretty good.
This is the bottom.
Yeah, Max is out in the stock room, actually my hallway to the bathroom. Yep, that's 110, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking, trying to see if I can get a green.
Nope. It should be,
It's not over there?
nope. Just all the way down to the bottom. You're gonna have to look down on the bottom.
There it is.
There you see. I knew you'd see it. Good man.
There it
Maybe
is.
get some glue going. I did that. I need my tip for session. Why don't you give me a sheet of 110? You'll feel the thickness.
Do you want to use this one? Just open.
I know. I don't use this.
Oh, what kind of green?
Sorry.
Just
I did not take the top off.
Any color?
any color green's fine. Dang, we're gonna be. We might have to finish this up later. We're looking at the time. We're gonna get a majority of it done, and we'll get pictures. I'll get pictures later.
We'll be okay.
Are you sure? Okay. But what I'm doing now, and as Max is gonna help Amanda out real quick.
Here we go, 110.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now what you just need one sheet.
That is one sheet.
Good man. Thank you, sir. What you're gonna do now is you see what I kind of flubbed up on. I made that too small.
Mhm.
You can still use that as a base, but what I want you to do is trace the top as best you can as a circle, because we need to cover that styrofoam. We need to. Yeah, there you go. That I tell you, you need to say anymore. That's why I love my fellow crafters.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing is a new technique that I've been learning and trying to do for quite a while. And I've seen it on her site, and I will mention her once I figure out on how to pronounce her name. Really great lady. I've been following her for a long time. So I don't know. I need to write it down. And I'm going to get you that name. And I learned toilet paper, any tissue paper or anything will make, the stems thicker up at the top, right?
Right.
Like most roses are. I've always left mine skinny. I've done it with corsage tape to where I make it thicker. But man, when I seen this technique, I just said I'm going to practice this. I'm going to see if I can get the technique done to where it's like hers. I mean, she does a great job. God bless her. She helped me learn a new thing.
So toilet paper.
Or Kleenex.
Or Kleenex.
Yeah. Will, help you broaden that branch. And again, it's just all in shaping. It takes time. Matter of fact, I did both of these last night. This is the first time I've ever done it. So you're seeing something new that I've never tried before. I like to make my flowers realistic. And when I say realistic, I do my best to make them. I use a lot of ink, and I try to. I like some of the other ladies out there that just don't put any increases in. Those flowers look outstanding. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Then I'll take the corsage tape. Matter of fact, let me get I'll get all the Kleenex done first. Get that done. And then I'll corsage tape them all up. So I take this and I fold it 3 times. And I just, she uses hot glue, but what I'm doing is, I used regular glue on that. But last night I found out hot glue is a lot better. But I still use the glue on this. I just need a little. So then I just wrap it up just like this. Nice and wrapped up. Play with it. And then what she does is then, I don't need that longer piece anyway. Save that for the next one. A little hot glue up there.
And you want this snug?
Yeah, just see if you can get it nice and round, snug enough to where it looks good, and it's not going to take that shape out.
A little big still.
Yep, okay. There you go. You got plenty. So let me get these caught up here.
My scissor skills are pretty great.
I don't have no scissor skills.
I don't know what happened to that grade. I think I just bypassed it.
That's great.
Right? Isn't that
Yeah.
preschool you learn how to use scissors?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they look like the blue ones I got laying around here somewhere. These are the scissors I learned with, right?
Right.
These are nice scissors. I use them for when I'm using the corsage tape. I usually poke my finger with the other scissors, so I use those when I'm doing, and I'll show you in a little bit when I'm doing the corsage tape on that.
Boom.
Perfect. Yep, that's what I want. Now take your piece that is too small
Okay.
and just put some glue on there, and put that down first, or take the top off first, the good one,
Okay.
and then
Where are you putting me?
actually let's put this down on
Okay.
this shelf here. That is good paper, yep. Good card stuff. Pop that up, and just glue both of those right on top of there. Yeah, that way you got a good base down there. Good solid base, and then what you do is you want to make sure that you go around the outside edge only. Well, yeah, actually do it on the square. See how this square? Put the glue on the square, outside edge only. And the reason why I say that again is when I go to poke the greenery in there with the wires and stuff, when that glue hardens, it's tough to get that, to get a stem in. So you want to go on the outside edges of the styrofoam where you put it. Now you got 1, 2, 3,
Like that.
4, 5, 6 daisies. Yes, just like that. And then you're going to set your piece on there.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, just set it right on there. And then you're going to do the same thing with that
Green piece.
green piece on the outside edge. And as we go,
If I do the outside edge, I don't know what it's going to stick to.
yeah, right on the outside edge of that green. Right
Okay.
there. Yeah, you'll be fine on that. There you go. There you go. Shoot. As you can see, it's Amanda's here and I'm talking and stuff, but when you're by yourself or even with your sons and daughters, you guys are probably talking off a storm right now, and that's what the crafting that we want to see is getting with your family and
Family bonding.
family bonding. Tell you, go to my Facebook page and watch Thursday night's turkey celebration that we had. It was
Awesome.
just a blast. I mean, talking and stuff. Here you go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! She did it.
I did it!
So how does that feel on the top now? If you squeeze it with your kind of shape your hands like that, you go around.
That's pretty solid.
Okay, good. That's what we wanted. By adding that styrofoam down in the middle, that's what we wanted. Now, Amanda, I'm going to just ask you one huge favor.
Yes.
Would you attempt to hot glue that around the edge there? Or would you want to just use glue? The reason why I say I would use hot glue because it's really going to make it solider. I don't know if that's a word. Solider.
Now it is.
Now it is. It's just like saying awesomeness. Is what I would do, and I can do that real quick. Have you ever stemmed with corsage tape? You have good. So let me just kind of train you on that. The reason why I say that is I would use hot glue around the edge of that, and maybe if you want to attempt the hot glue going around the edge of that, go for it. So there.
And then I'll show it.
Yeah. Actually, it does feel hot. So, oops. Actually, I just took your glue off, so that was my fault. So what I would then do is take my hot glue and kind of just I'm gonna have to turn this light on. I know it's a little bright on the table, but I want to make sure I get a good bond as they go around. And once that dries, it's going to dry nice. It's going to be like a weld, like the guys would say it. There's going to be some gaps. I'm going to have to come back, just go around, get my glue stick, and I'm out of welding stuff, man. The guy talk, come on, out of welder. And then I'll take that, and then my arm is like ready to. And this is where I'd probably get. Yeah, I'd probably stand up, and I'm sure. Yeah, I get people to see me. And then around. See, I know there's a gap there, but that's fine. Try to keep it nice and firm. Let that dry up a little bit. This is where we need the air on. That fan going 100 miles an hour. I'll try that real quick. But there's a gap right here, and I'll probably fill it up right here. Because I'm going to turn it sideways and let it seal. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because once we get the greenery in it, you're not going to see
Any of it.
yeah, you're not going to see any of the hot glue or whatever. But what I try to do is get it to nice and form. I see a little gap here, but I'm going to hold it like that and let it kind of dry. It's a little warm. Again, my hands are used to it. Um, uh, they're pretty tough now with the hot glue. And I kind of want to keep it round. You can see I got a little gap there, which is fine, but I'm going to come back around and just let the hot glue dry a little. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to come around right in here and let it dry upside down like that. But I want that thing totally sealed, and that way it's a really firm base. Still a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. Two time. The guys out there, come on.
Hot glue.
Yeah, hot glue. Yeah, that looks. I think I got everything there. Good, I got that one piece over there. Yeah, probably get that seal. You kind of tell me on what that looks like. If anything, we can kind of do that again, but I think it's looking fine. Yeah, you can kind of feel.
It's warming my hands up.
Yeah, it is. It's a little chilly in here. Let me get these crocheted up real quick. Get going on this.
AC's off.
Huh?
AC's off.
Yeah, you can pop it. You want the air on there a little?
I'm okay.
We're okay.
I heard someone say it was kind of cold, so I'm like, AC's
My hands are cold.
Her hands are cold, which is fine. We can
Yes.
deal with that. I gotta get my kid scissors, and this is like I say, I usually poke myself when I'm using this stuff. So I did get this going. What I'm doing now is getting the final stages of the stem, getting that round up, trying to hide all that white toast there. I wonder if they make. No, I'm gonna say brown paper. But anyways,
I'm sure they do somewhere.
anyways, you need to.
Is this okay?
Yeah. Do you think it is?
I think so.
Okay, then we'll fly with it. Again, once we get the greenery in there, it's gonna be hidden. Now, Amanda, I'm gonna, boy, I tell you, we're gonna let that dry for a little bit. You want to attempt a corsage tape yet, or not?
Sure.
Sure. Great. What you're gonna do is obviously I just cut off, cut off a pretty long piece.
Like,
Perfect, right there.
perfect.
Perfect. And what you're gonna do, I mean, I'm gonna have to kind of get the light on me right now, because the shine on the table, we'll probably end up fixing that too, but probably with a different type of light. You get one on first. Let me get you. You can kind of see the toilet paper. It's shaped big at the top and goes skinny at the bottom. Put a little glue all the way. Let's see.
On one side?
Actually, stripe down here.
Okay.
Okay. A little stripe of it.
So, a stripe.
Yeah. And you're gonna get your fingers a little sticky, which is fine. The reason why I say that is because you want the corsage tape to be nice and sticky going down. Now, what I usually do is wet the corsage tape, but in doing that last night with toilet paper, it's not good.
I would imagine.
Yeah, it absorbed it pretty good. So.
Is that okay for you, Tim? Can you reach that?
Oh yeah.
Without.
No. Yep, you're fine.
All right.
So all you're gonna do is start at the top, and you want to bury all the white up there at the top.
Okay.
And folks, I'm going to tell you right now, it took me months to learn stemming and to twist. And you're going to hold it there and I'm going to ask you, Amanda, if you can conquer this on your first one, you'd be the first because I was not. It took me a while and it was frustrating. It's really hard to learn how to spin a stem, and
It's just getting it started.
it's just getting it started. You got to hold it for a little bit. I found that I put a little glue on there, and I've learned to use sometimes with hot glue, but I'm not doing that today. We're able to find my scissors now.
Right
There
there.
they are. And there's two crafters. I like to have two sets of everything, and that's why there's two or three scissors laying around. That way everyone has some tools to work with. And there. Say that hot glue's hot. It doesn't bother me. It's got to the point where it's easy. Yeah. Once she gets that going, um, it'll, it just, I'm gonna kind of show her real quick. I'm gonna kind of sit this way. I usually set it like that, and granted it's hot glue, I kind of dab, and then, if you can, just watch for a second. You're holding this up here, and then you're spinning the bottom half. And it's coordination. It took me, like I say, it took me a while. I'm really not, I want to say, it's just coordination and it takes time, and there's no other way. But what Abby has always said, practice, 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 practice. So, I mean, I can spin these things all day long now, and it's no problem. It's just getting the coordination right. As you can see, I'm trying to keep the stem nice and thick, nice and big as a daisy is, a daisy stem, and you're forming it with your fingers. I've used a wet cloth in the past to keep it nice and pretty. But once this stem is done, it's looking like a stem. And, glue there. I had to reach over the other hand and then get this. You're fine, Amanda. Yeah, and like I say, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's nothing to be, anything about. It's just a different coordination, eye coordination, and your finger coordination. So I can probably do these in my sleep now, thanks to Abby of Kim. Practice, 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 practice. And that's all
What
it
it
is.
takes.
It's in anything you do: basketball, football, auto racing, sports, anything you do, school. You gotta read, you gotta teach, you gotta learn. It's all that. How you doing there? See, look at that.
I know, you can see a little white at the top,
Okay.
but that's okay.
That's true. I wrap mine. I take two, and the reason why I take two, yes, it's a little pricey and this and that, but this corsage tape, I get it through Amazon, another major company that I love using. Max does all the ordering now for us over here. He gets all the best deals. I mean, I buy this stuff so dirt cheap. It's worth it to have a good product.
What you think?
Oh my gosh, see, you do it.
Is that okay?
Yes, You know what? That's that's the first time she's ever done it.
Yep.
So, what do you think? I mean, last night. This is last night. This is the first time I did mine last night. I mean, it's still, it is nice, but again, I have a perfection stage. You do too,
So do
Amanda.
I.
And I like it. I don't like it. And it just comes back to saying practice, practice, practice. And that truck there, I mean, we built this third one we built, and it takes time to get it that way. It just doesn't happen overnight. Now, your next thing, you're going to add a leaf.
Do I cut this off?
You sure can cut that off, and then save that because you'll use that putting your leaf on.
Now, do I want to glue?
Yeah, you're going to glue the bottom of that, right there on the bottom. I'm going to set your leaf right there, and I want you to kind of look on how far I went down with the leaf. You got plenty of there.
Okay.
Of corsage tape, and you can see how I put the leaf in. Okay, what you're going to do with that leaf is you're going to bend it right like this. Okay, and that's when you're going to start corsaging. You can see where I put my leaf and where you can put your leaf, right?
Okay.
That's how you're going to do it. So what I usually do is I start the tape up a little more to hide your white spots if you missed any. I probably did too.
Mine are like, I don't know if it's glue or but it's like literally right.
Then what I would do is take a brown magic marker. Another little trick I found is if it's tissue or white glue, the white glue is going to be clear. If you feel it's tissue, I have a brown magic marker. It's over there, which we can just take a little brown and ba-bum, it's done.
Scooping it up doesn't work.
Is it tissue or?
I think so.
It isn't? Okay, Max, you want to do me a favor, bud? All right, thank you, sir. There's some magic markers right up on that shelf in my second workstation. You want to pop the light on. Look for a dark or a black, brown magic marker up on the top. Oh, over here, bud.
What about
Next to the
there?
paintbrushes.
All right.
Perfect.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then I just start.
Yep. Well, yeah. Start right at the top first, and then put your leaf in. You want to get some corsage tape started first, then put your leaf on.
Gonna be enough?
Yes, plenty. Yes, brown. Sure. Sorry.
So start. Should I try covering that piece up?
No, he's getting your magic marker right now.
See, I don't know if I can get up that far.
With the magic marker?
Like this, or double sided marker?
Yeah.
Brown?
Yeah, that's fine. Just bring that over, and then we have to. I see a little piece on mine that I might have to.
All right, there you go.
I appreciate it.
Thank you,
No
sir.
problem.
See, I gotta pay attention what I'm doing here too, because I ain't got a lot of white spots. And I start shaping this stuff. And then when you're pulling the corsage tape down, you want to pull tight. And it's hard to do when you got a new technique going, and I'm learning that now, and I'm glad I'm doing 5 or 6 of them, and learning this technique, because I sure like it. And again, it's not, what, have you seen a straight, nice looking branch out in Mother Nature? Hell, no, you have not. Heck no, you haven't seen anything straight. But I'm going to show you another way, and I'm going to do that today. Again, I'm learning something new. Scissors, I'm going to have to.
Tim, what do you think? Start right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, start right there, a little glue. Grab a pair of scissors real quick. And I'm going to try wetting my corsage tape. I think I'm saying that word right, didn't I? Corsage tape or something like that?
I don't know. I've never worked with this stuff before.
Really?
It's kind of fun.
It is. It really is. I love it. I finally.
Now, does this come in like things with a flower kit? Or does this
Here.
come separately?
Yeah, everything comes separately. And again, we'll have the materials list on our real classes. I mean, it'll be a lot more professional. This year was a freebie. It was a gift to Creating for Purpose. I did this show for Jenny Hubbard and her members. Wanted to do this as an early Christmas gift. They've been hounding me to do something nice for them and how I create flowers. So we just whipped this show up about 3 weeks ago and said we're going to do it. We're going to try it.
Yeah.
And just learn from there. And here we are. But the class shows you're going to have material lists, and hopefully you'll have some links. We'll have some links by then. Some good vendors of ours that we've been dealing with and talking to. We got to have a following first, to have those big boys. So hopefully we'll have a good enough, links to where we can have. Now, what I just did to that corsage tape, Mandy, you're doing okay over there?
Mm-hmm.
Let me kind of explain that. I just took the wet washcloth and I wet it. And the reason why I wet it, it's easier to work with. And I'm going to kind of put this up here. Once it's done, let me put it on the light too first, folks. And I want to make sure that this is working for me. I like wetting it, and I can form the stem a lot better. So I'm liking this. I like it. The first one I'm not gonna wet, and the second one I am gonna wet. You know what I mean, Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can hold and I can stretch this tape, and it's actually kind of like a tape that has stickiness on it. Matter of fact, when I get done doing 12 flowers, my fingers are completely brown. I ain't kidding you. they're just brown as all get up, and because it just all the glue. But you know, there's your stem. I mean, it is what it is. You know, you form it, and it's got some form to it. It's under. It'll dry like this too. It'll dry pretty hard. So I'm done with this one. Yeah, I gotta go a little bit more on this. But you can see how fast, you know, you can start rolling once you get, you know, experienced enough. You can sit there and roll and roll.
This is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's different. It's I don't know why I became to like flowers. I really don't. I mean, I started off working with wood, sanding and painting
Yep.
and golly, that was
It's so much fun getting those power tools
Yeah.
out.
you know, every guy going through high school or grade school, they went to woodworking class. You
Yep.
know, so that's where
There I
did.
was in my art class with my loom and weaving.
My granddaughter, my first project, I think, Madison, that was over here the other night. For her birthday, I built her a jewelry box, and I
Nice.
painted it and sanded it and put stickers all over it. Well, guess what? I don't have to paint and sand anymore because this Cricut machine does all our work. it
That is true.
it does everything for us. Matter of fact, I know Michaels is probably mad at me. Tim, you don't buy any more paint anymore. I sure don't.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll buy it for the both of us.
Yeah. Well, I buy a lot of cardstock. That's my paint now, and that's the flowers. So that one's done. Got one more, and then we put some leaves. I think you're doing a good job of leaves. I think you need to get caught up on leaves, and we get this. We get about 10
Oh, I have to
minutes.
do another one.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to do those at the same time?
No. I can get the stems done a little bit faster. But we got the leaves and greenery, and shoot, that's where we're gonna be really pushing. Trying to hurry here. I know we're doing a lot of talking, but I think it's worthwhile to get to know us. And I know Amanda's going to put this on her site. I'm gonna put it on my sites. And you know, you guys got to get to know us. You know, and that's what it takes. Amanda doesn't. You know, what do you feel? I mean,
I agree.
it's you know, we got to start somewhere and start training people in classes. And like I say, I know me. I come, got it. Awesome. There it is. She did her first one. Well, good. As you can put that one down and kind of help me out. If you want to just to put a leaf on this one, go ahead and put that in there. We can get. I think we can hammer this out. If you can get a leaf on here. And then you got a neck, yeah, leaves here. Here's the next one right here.
Thank
You know
you.
what you're doing. She knows what she's doing, so she can get that going.
I'm pretty sure this will be enough for a leaf, right?
Yeah.
Or am I going to be cutting it close?
You know what? I might hear. I have a longer one. I'll take that one out. I need that little one right there. That piece that you have. I made a boo boo at the top. You can have this one. A little bit longer.
Thank you.
Take that. You need to go up the top again. I wasn't paying attention up there. I'll let this one down since it's up the top. I'm gonna get one on. Well, you're gonna see some fast work now. You think I'm just an intermediate guy? You're gonna see an expert here in a minute. No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't hurry like that, but I want to make sure that this gets done before the show ends. And kind of looking around. So that second piece will cover that. I missed the top a little, so I wanted to redo that. Put that down. Get some glue on there. See, Amanda's she's already passed beginners. She's getting up to the intermediate class right now.
Woohoo! Moving on up. Moving on up.
Dry a little. Go back to here. My shoulder is like killing me.
Well then,
Yeah.
just take it easy.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna get one leaf on now. Start up here a little more. Get this going. I'm gonna wet this bad boy. I think I found a new way on how I'm gonna do these daisies, and it's working. And thanks, I'll get her name that I learned it from because I want to give her the credit. Um, it is working. I like her technique, and I'll definitely boost her page and let other people know about her, and because other people need to know those type of techniques. So God bless her. And I don't like robbing from anyone. If I learn something from someone, I'm gonna make sure that
That's
you
right.
know. Make sure you tell them. Make sure you thank you. I mean, there's enough.
Goodness.
Yeah, there's enough flowers to go in this world that you won't believe. You know, you're probably thinking, who's gonna buy flowers? You know, cardstock flowers. Chew.
A lot of people.
And
They last forever.
they keep them. Yeah, you keep them out of the sun and out of the rain. You'll have no problem.
Then you can even add like a little essential oil to them
Yep.
and make them smell the way you want.
There you go. Yeah, I got those up on the shelf up there. The oils.
Yep.
Put those on just for the heck of the fingers. One more leaf. Down nitty gritty. And again, I know the area's got a little. My area's still clean. Hers is still pretty clean over there. So again, in crafting, you want to keep area clean. I mean, you're not losing tools and caps. You did it again? Oh my gosh, that did it. You're hired. When do you want to start?
Now.
I love it.
Oh, no.
So what do you think, Mom and Dad? She's not going to do welding anymore. She's going to move up to flowers.
Welding is pretty fun though.
I know, it is.
Especially when you take certain things in your garage that you're not using and you make some fun things out of it.
I seen the horseshoes that you brought out last
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah. And then a frog and a cat.
Yeah.
My dad made the crosses. He's got so much.
Oh.
And he's just creating and creating in his garage.
Now, does he still do that?
Mhm.
Oh, he does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's out in the garage playing every single day.
No way.
And it's like, what are you making today? I don't know.
And that's just it. People have always asked me, says, where do you come up with creations? How do you do this? You look around and do you have an instruction book, Amanda, on how to put this stuff together? No,
No.
I don't either.
It just, that's what I'm saying. Mistakes sometimes are the best thing that could happen.
Yeah.
Because it turns out and you're like, wow, that was a mistake.
It is. It's amazing on people ask me, and I'd say probably 50% of mine come from my childhood,
Yeah.
remembering as a kid, growing up. I remember going to grade school here in Scottsdale, Arizona, my brothers and me. I was probably about 5 years old. There is jumping cactus here in Phoenix, Arizona.
There are.
Cactus will jump out to you if you get too close to them. My brothers always teased me with that, and I said, no, I'm telling Mom. I'd go home crying, and sure enough, me and my brother, him being a smarty pants, one jumped on him, and I says, I started laughing, and my big brother, big boy, he pushed me, and I got close, and wham, I got hit. So
Things are no joke.
Yeah. There's some cactus designs on the bottom of the shelf there. There's a swing set. I'm sure you can see back there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, my goodness.
And that's my friend's house when I was a kid growing up. And I says, you know, Bobby, you shouldn't put cactus by your swing set.
That could be dangerous.
Not in Arizona. So one of those designs, and it's in my catalog, and we're talking about, kids stuff, at the fair last week, and I said, well, that's a kid's item. But you don't build a swing set around cactus, I'll tell you that right now, especially jumping cactus. Well, that's the reason why. So.
It'll teach you real fast not to
Yeah.
play on a swing set.
So there, got those leash done, got all that done. We're going to start getting get the big the base over here, and we're going to, hey, Max, you got a minute? All right, buddy. he does everything for us. He sets up for us out at the fair and everything.
Want to say hi?
Yeah, say hi. Hey, there's Max. Yep.
There's Max.
He's behind the
Wait.
scenes guy.
Come on right here.
We need some. Actually, no. What we need is the drill and the small bit. I forgot to grab this morning.
The drill and the small.
Yeah, it's right under where our black boxes are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
then
you got drill hose?
yeah, I'm gonna drill some. I don't want to poke him.
Did y'all mess up somewhere?
No, heck no. We're gonna another hidden secret that I have. Yeah, here's the special flower I'm gonna put in. This is all green and all that other fun stuff. That that's what I
Ooh,
created.
that's pretty.
Yeah, I created this last night and added some pearls to it, and a nice little.
So Tim, where do you get your pearls?
Actually, I get these. Actually came from Amazon, didn't they, Max?
Which ones?
The pearls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Okay.
Just the small
Remember,
bit.
the small
The
bit, it broke, remember?
Oh, that's right.
I still got a lid on it.
Right, let's do that one. That's all I need.
It's already on there.
Oh, piece of cake. Yeah, our bits broke. I need bits. Matter of fact, we need advertising people. We need advertising sponsors so bad you wouldn't believe it. Because we do this out of our own pocket. I mean, it's pretty tough. Amanda, you do the first. I want to let you hold that. You can put it over there. But before, why don't you just stick it in one of the glass? We're going to put some weeds in. If you
So
can
what? The pot?
Yeah, if you can hand me
Base?
that pot. And what I normally do is kind of remember where that foam was, and I know it was around somewhere like that. And it's not a very good bit.
Hey, it worked.
It works. It's doing the job. And I'm just going to do that and do that. And we're going to go put some weeds in this thing. As you can see, this base is holding up. It's pretty strong. I'm putting some pressure on it. And then I'm just kind of drilling in there. We're going to take those, I don't know if you can probably hear me now. We're going to take these, the weeds and stuff, and we're going to stick them in the holes, okay? And Amanda, we're going to have to, why don't you grab me one, yeah. And this is pretty long, so what I'm going to do is get my wire cutters, and then I'm going to clip a little off here. And then what we're going to do is just kind of did you feel the styrofoam? Did you hear the styrofoam?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That I did.
Yeah. Why don't you hand me just another one? This one's a little bit long. I'm going to keep this long, see how long we can go in. And then put it in the hole. Trying to see. You're just shaping this thing around, you're going around. Folks, again, like I say, I have no instructions on this. I really don't. I don't know how I'm building this.
The sky's the limit.
You can see what I'm trying to do, just forming everything around.
Sorry.
That's right. And then I'm using one hole for two. And again, I don't know if that's going to work or not. It's trial and error. Make sure you let me know how many I got left there. Do a different one. You got plenty there?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
8 left? Oh, good. See, again, when I create, I always over-create. And it's just a rule of thumb I've always had is over-create. Because when let's say you needed 3 of these, gosh darn, you have to stop your project. Totally stop it and make 3 more. And that would irritate you.
It does. It does. That happens to me all the time.
You run out of welding wire. Does that drive your dad nuts?
Yes.
You know.
But trust me, my dad doesn't run out of much because he's got probably 5 of each thing.
Wow. So as you can see, I'm kind of, I want to fold them over. I want to droop them over. And again, give me am I on the right direction page? Am I on page 5 on the directions for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, not.
Maybe 6.
Yeah. So you're just adding it. And have I ever watched any real florists before? I'm going to tell you, yes, maybe once. Did I learn anything? Yeah. But see, that's their creations.
Yep.
And their ideas and this and that. I got away from that real quick. And I just wanted to get an idea on how they're doing it. Well, I got away from it. I don't do it anymore. I don't. Unfortunately, I just
gotta come up with your own things.
Yeah, it's our own fun. We got 3, 4.
We have these 3 left.
Awesome. There. Gonna go into, looks like a spider now, don't it, folks?
Or like an octopus, upside down octopus.
But guess what? We got more greenery. Lots of greenery. Very deep greenery. I'm a guy here. I need lots of stuff. As you can see,
So did you just curl these with your fingers?
nope. Actually, we go back to cricket. Then we think cricket again. You just take your shoulder real quick. I'm going to reverse this one. Yeah, you can see this way.
Let me lift this up.
There you go. Just reverse that, and you're just going to do
It's
that.
like curling ribbons at Christmas time.
That's all it is. This here, I like this tool. It's a distresser. I mean, if I want to just distress these up, usually I do, distress them out in some bills, and then I ink them up. But that's a distresser, and it
I don't
comes.
know if I've ever seen that tool.
Cricut has it. It's a paper distresser tool set. Comes with the scrolling thing, the tool, and actually this pad too. So Cricut has this really nice set. I'll get into this more into the other training classes. Didn't want to, show a lot today because of the time wise. But
Let me set it back down for you.
now we got looks like we got all these in here. Everyone's got a curl bin. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stand up. This is where I get my stool, and then we're gonna get the hot glue sticks ready. And I'm kind of like a welder, and Manny, you know what I mean? That's ready to weld, and I'm just gonna go back in and weld these bad boys in. I'm sloppy. That's good because again, it's gonna be hidden. And I'm gonna get the other stuff out, which I don't like using, but I use it in some of the builds. Matter of fact, I'd say a lot, 50% of my builds I use is the real moss and stuff like that. I just put it in the bottom so around it. So I got that done, but we also have some more greenery, which now I'm gonna put some different stuff in. How many pieces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one main one. I put the main one out to the right in here.
What's the main one?
That's the big one.
This way.
Yeah, the big one. So let's see, make sure it's going in.
So we have two different sizes, a big one and a little one.
Good. Yep. Go down, got that in, and then why don't you give me that big one? And this one here, I'm just gonna slam right in the middle, be a little different. And again, nothing's straight. Do that, and then I need to put 4 holes.
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 nice holes. I'm gonna do this again, and then that looks like a nice lengthy wire. Put it in the hole there. I used the wrong gauge wire. I'll tell you that right now, folks. I like using the 16 gauge on these weeds here, but I grabbed a 12 gauge, which is too thin. So it'll still work. Don't get me wrong, but I grabbed the wrong one, and it like I say, it'll still work.
So there is a little wire in here.
Yeah.
That he glued 2 pieces together.
Yep. It is. It kind of makes them stiff, as you can see. Does it look real? Yeah. But does it look nice? It's getting there. It's getting to add a lot of different colors. Again, you don't want to keep nothing straight looking or anything, but it adds a little texture to the long weeds coming out. And what do you think? I mean,
I think it's beautiful.
It's kind of getting different. Starting to fill out. We got that done. Now, what we're going to do, Amanda, is the next phase and the last phase, pretty much, is, hey, Max, I forgot one thing, bud. Sorry. Is we're going to make the bouquet.
Yes.
Can you get me a size, the big size on the 2 bigger sizes on the drill bits, please?
The bigger size?
Yeah.
So you need all these.
Yeah. What you're gonna do, and everyone can see it. I'm gonna stand up now. If we can.
Well, if you want to sit, we can move the vase over here.
No, I
Okay.
know. What I'll
Just wanna
do
make
is
sure.
I'll stand. If you can, maybe move the vase for me, and then I'm gonna try to.
To go to bigger sizes, which one would you like?
Just throw them on the table there, and then the mannequin. I'm gonna see once I get the bouquet done, and again, I just do this by feel and look.
You're sure? Do you want your odd flower yet?
That's the surprise. That's where we're gonna put that surprise. I'm gonna have Amanda, since she's my guest today and host. I want her to place the last flower as a friendship, and it gets emotional, but it means a lot to me on, our beginning of the friendships and stuff like that, and holiday seasons and the fun that we're going to have. You can see what kind of fun that we've had today, just enjoying each other and having fun. And I'm going to have her place once I feel, and maybe Amanda give you some tidbits. Does that look? I like to get the leaves out there, and then show you another little trick that I have that I just started doing too in a minute. So Amanda, a friend, and everything else, you get the last place to put the flower wherever you want it. So
Well,
that's,
can you see real fast?
there you go. There you go. I get to hold it. You want it right there? Sweet. I would have done the same thing.
Yes.
Later. See, that's it. I'll form them up, but that's where Amanda wants them. I think it's just very tear-jerking, heartwarming, where it's going to go. When I do designs, I always throw something different, something that no one's ever done, or something like that. But that's a little different. Love the pearls that are coming out. The weed that comes out, you can see the weeds coming out at the top.
Right there.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. Now, the last thing, and I do this sometimes by myself, or if I have a friend over or whatever, man, I'm going to have you tie the knot in our friendship and partnership. And I just thought of this the other day.
Up here?
Yep, just right there. And in all honesty, this is not a marriage or nothing. It's just a way of showing our friendship. She's tying it right now with a tie strip. So, Amanda, thank you. We got that done.
You.
So now what you're going to do is you got a nice bouquet. And before I do anything else, I kind of look at it, kind of make the flowers, make them center. We got 6 here and 7, one in the middle. I think it's a perfect number. I try to keep it even numbers. We got a Lazy Sue one, which is fine. I'm going to tighten that one up here in a little bit. And we're going to do that with corsage tape and hot glue. So
do you want to cut the zip tie?
Yeah, when I do that, I'm going to do that right here. And what I'm going to do, and it's looking pretty good, I want it nice and tight. If you want to get some corsage tape started for me, we're going to make sure. I want to do it with my right hand.
Are we doing from the zip tie down?
Yeah, we're going to start at the zip tie, and I'll take the wire cutters and cut the zip tie. Good. I want you to just set the corsage tape right there and let it dry. Or actually, give me a piece of it.
That may be too long, but I'd rather been.
Here, just grab this piece here, and then we'll hold it right there. I want to hold this for a minute. Like I say, when I do it, I have a vise on my desk.
Do you want to wrap?
Nah,
Okay.
yeah. I have a vise on my desk, and I let it, I do the same thing. And I'm thinking that I wanted to stand up for the TV to show and tell. No, I guess we can start wrapping. Yeah, go ahead and let me do my here, because I'm holding on to it tight.
Oh, you just use the zip tie to hold it while you do this.
Yeah. So if you want, I can take over from
Okay.
here. Because I'm holding this tight, and I want to make sure this is going to stay. I'm going to do it a little ugly right now. I just want to keep everything nice and tight. The hot glue will do what it just did. It'll melt that tape. So again, it's just technique, patience, and then just knowledge of what the tape's going to do.
Keep on
You just keep on going. You don't let loose. You don't, get mad or upset, and you just keep on going. Now I'm going to take it again, and the hot glue is not hot anymore, so I'm going to just kind of start there. And I'm holding it tight. So you want to keep holding your bouquet nice and tight, and I'm going to switch to Mr. Tacky. What are we doing? About 13 minutes. Okay, this will be done here in a quick. Now, here we go. So again, it's this here again, and
It's incredible.
yeah. Then I kind of go back up. Go back up into it. You can see how tight it is. Nothing's moving around. And how many I built through these? I probably built this probably about my 100th bouquet, I bet.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, 100 plus. I mean, I lose track, but it's nice and tight. You can see it, you can feel it, Amanda. Just kind of feel it.
Yep.
It's tight. I still got that lazy Sue, which I'm not going to worry about. I'm going to fix her in a little bit. She don't want to participate in the game.
She is. She looks beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I don't like her. She's not listening to me. No. So that's
Some
good down
flowers are just that way, Tim. Accept it.
She's yeah, no kidding. She's in there now. She's going to stay. So last piece, what I'm going to do is rule of thumb on flowers making. This base is about 8 inches. Looks like the stems are going to be too long. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably take the stem and cut them way up to here. And I want to keep the flowers about that height. I'm going to come right on top of the weeds and then kind of go from there. So what I'm going to do now is take my big snips, and Miss Amanda's already got them. And I'm going to say right about in here. So I'm going to kind of pull these back. There we go, right there. And again, it takes some muscle to keep working it, and it will move. Right. Trust me. And again, it's all nice and tight, and there you go. It just finally broke. And we get one more there.
Can you want to show that?
Yep. Yeah. Why don't you show that?
Yeah. Just so.
Yeah.
So we snipped off about
Yeah.
that much.
Yep, all gone. So now with Max bringing over that drill, I'm going to kind of straighten this a little. I'm going to hold that real quick. Get this, and then I've done probably this
I'd
one.
probably say that one, yeah.
Now, I want to go big enough, about the same diameter as that. And I'm going to set it right here in the middle of the vase. You're going to hold the vase nice and easy. And you're just going to drill nice and easy all the way down. You don't want to go down too far. But if you do, that's no problem because the hot glue is going to do it. Get that over here. I did forget to get the greenery. This done. So what I'm going to do is get the greenery, and one just popped out, and I just noticed that, which is fine. That's why we're here. We're experts at what we do. Not. No one's experts.
For creatives.
Yeah. Now I'm going to just fill the hole up a little with the hot glue. And then we're going to go, voila. And yeah, awesome. Thanks, man. And then I'm going to sit down real quick. And there she is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There she is. Just looking at it, you're going to fluff it. You want to get some breathing room for the flowers. Amanda, you've probably done this in a lot of flower bouquets and stuff. How does that look? I mean, would you fluff it up any more, or would you? I mean, my eyes being with all the lights and stuff, kind of do it.
I mean, I'm definitely no florist.
No, I am not either.
I just maybe fill certain things in.
Yeah.
But I think the flower placements are pretty good.
Are they good? Now, lastly, in time, Max, if you want to come up real quick. Time's getting short, man. We did it in 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I am like shocked. It's a high five. My last thing I'll do, and Amanda, you're going to put this on your blogging site for a giveaway. For our first ever show, we did a special flower of bonding our friendship, our partnership, everything else. We tied the knot today with a tie strip. Hopefully, my
zip tie.
Zip tie, that is. Last thing I'll do is, we'll do this off show. I'm going to put some moss and stuff in there and make it a little more greenery and stuff. But 99.9% hand cardstock, handcrafted. I don't know what else people want out there, but no instructions.
That's where you come in.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want
You
to craft with us. So let us know the projects you're thinking about doing, what you want to do, and we'll do a class, and we'll send out a supply list ahead of time so you can go grab all the supplies and sit down and craft with us.
Again, awesome, man. I tell you, Max, thanks for your help
Thank
today.
you, Max.
Really do appreciate it. You're the back guy that doesn't get to be on the show and stuff, but he puts up with a lot of stuff from
You
us
could be our
ladies.
guest one day.
I know, right? I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about that too.
And I'll video.
Putting up with 3 ladies and one guy that's just a bear and a half sometimes. Is like, I'm a guy that makes sure we all do it all right. Amanda's a great leader. Krista, she's our sergeant of arms.
Yep.
I call her. Michelle, I know what you're going through up there. God bless you. We love you. You're always going to be with us, and you'll be writing all the stories and titles for us. But again, thanks for your time.
Thank you
Appreciate
for having me.
Max, thanks again. You bet. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks again, guys.
Bye.
Bye.